What up, though, peoples, ladies, gents? Welcome to We the Blueprint. I am Ant. This is Joel. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Miss anything?
Nope, that's good.
Let's get into it, brother. You want ready to talk
What we talking about today? So, I just got hip to this new term. I guess it's a new term. I don't know because I'm not in that world. But the term silently quitting.
What's that?
Well, I thought it when I first heard it. I was thinking it was like you plotting your exit strategy, but really it's just doing the bare minimum on your job.
Doing your job and nobody else's job. No helping out with nobody.
That ain't my job. Now you had to. That ain't my job. I don't do that. That's above my pay grade. That type stuff.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with it.
I was one of them. So I ain't see nothing.
I wasn't one of those.
I was one of those. It ain't right, but let me tell you what.
Was it more like were you an individual worker or you had like a team you working with?
I was an individual. Well, like within a team, but still like.
They need you?
No, they didn't need me.
So it really wasn't a true team with one slacking and it hurt the other.
The company probably would pose it that way, but
I don't care about the company. I'm talking about the people you around or in the team with.
I ain't buy into that situation, and that's what me and my brother was saying. My brother was saying that another relative of ours had said the biggest con that businesses came up with was how to get employees to buy into their system. Instead of their, well, naturally they're not gonna tell you to go after your own dreams, but people got other stuff they want to do.
But why would you?
Huh?
Why would you?
Why would you what?
Want to encourage somebody, especially if you might find some good workers to go after their dreams. If you in business,
I ain't gonna do that.
Why would you?
Right. Well, I guess you got a point. You got a point.
I'm about to use you. You ain't using me.
Right.
I'm gonna make it feel like.
But people fell for it.
They still do, but that's part of the educational system.
Yeah.
We've been trained.
And I guess that's why I wasn't a good employee, because I never bought into that.
Yeah.
And not only that, I don't encourage somebody to do it, but I had what I call a checks and balances system.
What's that?
So if I felt like I wasn't getting paid, then I would make up for it. I wasn't buying no ink for my printer at home. I was gonna print everything on the job.
Oh, ain't nothing wrong with that.
I ain't never buy no computer paper.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
'Cause I took it home.
Well, it's a business. They get a tax rate.
Pens.
You didn't know that.
Notepads.
That's fine. You was stealing. You weren't borrowing, was you? Did you return anything?
Did I return anything? I think I did.
What?
Yeah.
A pen?
No, I can't remember what it was. It was something I returned.
It was a big item.
I think it was a dolly.
You borrowed a dolly out of everything.
Yeah, but anyway, and that made me think even further into how when somebody retired, one of the things that most people will say is that person never was late, never took a day, was always there. And to me, that when I was younger, I guess it seemed like a compliment, but now to me that I'm older, it almost to me comes off like an insult, really. Not an insult toward that person, but it's just why would you
give so much?
Right. Why would you give so much?
And give yourself so little.
Right, and give yourself so little.
Because you're taking away from your own life.
Exactly.
And that's what I try to get people to see when you work in the.
Right.
You work in anything, even if you're working for yourself. Like working for yourself, I get it the first few years. You got to give basically your life.
Right.
But after that, if you don't balance your stuff out, your work-life balance out, that's on you.
Right.
Now, when you in the 9 to 5 field, and you don't learn this job, and you gonna keep busting your butt just for whatever raise or whatever bonus, and you don't have that work-life balance, and you're overworking,
Right.
that's on you.
Right.
So if you get all the stresses from them, that's on you.
Yeah.
If you had to go to the doctor or whatever because of a job,
Right.
that's on you.
Yeah.
So I don't blame the job because they're doing what they're supposed to do,
Yeah.
which is use you. And if they paying you whatever they paying, they ain't paying you a lot of money, and they not making a lot of money.
Right.
It don't. If it was, they'll let you go.
Yeah.
So you never getting your worth.
And companies are like predators. Like, you know, they say predator people that like abuse and molest and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
They know which ones to seek out to do it to. You know what I mean? And that's how companies are. They like once they dig in and figure out, okay, well, I know I can get this person to stay overtime, they're gonna always abuse that person.
I don't think that's right though.
Yeah, it is right.
I don't think
I've seen
so.
it.
But I'm
it.
saying it this way.
But if they know that you're gonna be the one,
I look at it though. Go ahead. I ain't gonna.
but if they know you're gonna be the one, like, dang, I really need Ant, but I hate to ask him because I know he gon'. You got to make him think twice. Which is why I left the corporate world, because I didn't want to be that person, because that wasn't me naturally. But in order for me to stay within, you know, my right mind, I had to sometimes, for lack of a better term, act the ass sometimes. But that was the only way. If you was nice or being your regular self or whatever, they was gonna try to use you.
But let me
up.
ask you this: why did you want to be in the corporate world in the first place?
I didn't. I just wanted a job. And they was hiring.
What about the system you was in, from schooling to going to college to wanting to make the money?
Right.
So you got people going through school, going to college.
Right.
What majority of people that go to college have? Debt.
Yeah.
So once they get the debt, we're talking about student loans.
Right.
Then they get the car, there's debt. They get the house, there's debt. They may, in a few years, they may get a little money, quit a job, get another job.
Right.
Which when you make more money, it's gonna increase their debt.
Yeah, right, absolutely.
So when you get that debt, you get stuck. Now that's what you do after you get stuck. You're gonna stop spending, slow down, or you're gonna get more debt and bust your butt for this job.
Right.
And 9 times out of 10, you like what that so-called check stub look like, but you forgetting what's more important. Because you get caught up in your job and the debt, but you forget about your life.
Right.
And that's what happened. But that's why I'm saying that's how we've been brought up. That's part of the system. It's so many different parts, but once the system is already made, the format is out there, they know, and the jobs or businesses, they know the system, because they wouldn't be no Fortune 500 company or whatever the company it is if they didn't understand the system to use you as an employee. So if I had a business, I don't have no problem. Let me find somebody I can use.
Right.
Straight up. Because I'm working in the system. I'm trying to make myself and family wealthy.
Right.
And if I can make others, if you can't navigate in the system to fit your work-life balance, that's on you. And that's on accountability. That's knowing your finances, stop spending so much. First thing is not being in debt. Understand not to spend so much. What's your work-life balance gonna be? I think people should take more vacations. You shouldn't just take 1 a quarter. You should be taking about 6 to 8 vacations a year.
Yeah.
If you can, I would love to take a 2-week vacation. A week is not long enough if you really look at it.
I think everybody should be working to at least take a vacation once a quarter.
And working 4 days is probably about the most days you should work. We work too many days, too many hours for our mental health, period.
Right.
This not the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s on up. It's not the late 1900s.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I saw a study one time that said that if most people came to work and actually just like did their job, just sat down, did their job, it probably would, by 12 o'clock they'd probably be done.
Yeah, no, depends because you got
Most people, they, you know,
it depends on what type of job because
Right.
you got to realize businesses. I'm trying to make money,
yeah,
so I want more. If I got to have more product out, like Amazon need people working. Because my chart can be loaded up, and I want my stuff ASAP.
right.
When I pay for it, I want mine in them 2 days. We agreed to. You know what I mean? So Amazon, you need to be in there working. It's the business though,
Yeah,
and it's what you end up getting into. It may not be your life choice. Certain circumstances may happen, and you end up doing what you're doing. And that's just life.
so basically, sum it up, if you overwork, then that's on you, it ain't the job.
You're right.
Because you didn't put no boundaries in place.
Right. And certain mistakes in life have you in situations.
Right,
And that's accountability. Like, oh, I see why I had, people don't talk about, I see why I had to do this X, Y, and Z.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Some people may end up getting caught up in a system because of that. Back in the day, working 40 years or whatever, you know, you might not have that much education. That's the best job you can ever find with that education. So you get stuck working.
yeah,
And that money is good. You done fed your family. You done built this debt. And you don't know much about investing. So you just working.
yeah.
And you feel like you might end up mentally, you feel like you need it. And you get stuck.
Yeah, that's just crazy to me.
Yeah, but it happens.
Especially if you at a job where you getting vacation time
And don't use it.
and don't use it.
That's the craziest stuff ever.
That's stupid.
That's crazy.
You working that hard for them.
And you won't even use your vacation.
Won't even use your vacation. Use it or lose it. You'll lose it. Or either let them just pay you for it.
Man, I remember
That's stupid.
I used to have a strategy. You know, Christmas and New Year's run, you normally get those 2 days off. But
Right.
I normally used to strategize and end up with 3 weeks off instead of 2. You know, I try to have strategy around my vacation.
Right.
Hey, people don't be thinking. I don't know. But
No.
that's part of the system too. I'm telling you, I think debt. I don't know if a study out there now, if they look at debt and the way people work, I think debt be the number one reason why people work.
I don't even think it is though. I don't even think it's necessarily always tied to debt. I think some people just been conditioned to go in and try to do good for the company. Not realizing when they drop dead, the company's still gonna be there.
The company's still gonna be there. But
And the company that you so loyal to, when they get ready to get rid of you, they gonna get rid of you.
oh, okay.
And I'm not saying don't go to work and do a good job. I'm not saying
I
that.
know you're not.
I'm just saying that it shouldn't be so important to where you can't take off when you need some time off, or take your family on a vacation, or pick your kid up from school because he's sick, or leave work early to go to a game or a recital
Right.
or whatever else.
These folks gonna be all right. Folks gonna be all right.
Yeah, but then when you older and you're lonely, and the job gone and your family gone,
Mm-hmm.
because you ain't never want to spend no time. You was working all the time.
Mm-hmm.
What you got left?
Nobody be lonely. 'Cause nobody want to be bothered with you.
Right.
You ain't make no time when you could have.
I don't respect it.
Life choices.
Yeah,
Life choices.
definitely life choices.
When you caught up in the matrix, you caught up in the matrix.
Right.
Ain't no way out. They should take that pill.
Red or blue?
Cripple blood. Either one. Or then you take both, would it be purple?
Red and blue, mate. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Take both.
Trying to remember my chart from school.
I
Color
got you,
wheel.
brother.
Yeah.
Take both.
Take both of them?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
What else on your mind?
That,
Name-
just wonder why people be so devoted to something and it ain't nothing to be.
I'm telling you, it's how,
Devoted
majority of the times how you been raised. First, how you been raised on top of the system, and it end up going hand in hand. And if your parents was more about that system and feed into it, just like voting or anything else.
Right.
If they in that system, that cycle, they end up teaching their kids the same thing and go hand in hand. When people don't want to be out of trouble, trying to get away from whatever their environment is, some people get stuck working just to get away.
Yeah.
Then if you're not educated on investing or want a strategy to get out and life come in the same time, you get stuck.
Right.
You know, people have babies, child support.
Yeah.
You know, that's debt, you know, trying to take care of 2 households, you know, trying to have got a girl too, and trying to do all that. So it's a lot, but it always, to me, majority of the time be debt.
I guess. But like I said earlier, to me it seems like for people that's always chasing money, they don't ever have enough.
Yeah, no. Because it depends on, like I always say, it's the debt. Depends on how you spend.
Right.
Everything is about how much you spend.
Right.
Now when you in a place, Atlanta getting like a California, New York, when stuff is really getting expensive, then it become crunch time.
Right.
Then you might end up with some choices like, do I need to stay here or do I need to go somewhere that's more affordable?
Right.
And then that's when you can get caught up in a little situation that way too. So it's a lot of little things.
You sure?
Yeah. Life is life. Life can be rough on some.
If you make it.
Nah, certain things it is not your. Certain things you don't have no fight in.
Well, I disagree.
At what age you feel like you have more choices?
I'm talking about when you're young. I'm talking about
what age?
Grown folk.
What age?
Like your age.
My age.
Really, any age. It's really, to me, it's all in your mindset.
No.
Yeah. Yep.
No.
It's all in your mindset.
If you don't know, I'm telling you, brother.
If you got the right mindset, you do know. That's what I'm saying.
No.
Yeah.
So, for instance, we hear a person all the time talking good stuff, but don't make no moves. His mindset is knowing, but don't make no moves.
No, he ain't. Nope.
What?
'Cause if you know, you gonna make a move.
What you mean? You see it you see it all the time, brother. So what is it?
I can see through all the.
No.
I can see through all the talk.
If you can say X,
if you all
Y,
talking
and Z,
ain't about action, then that's a different mindset. That's what I'm talking about.
But he know. You say if you know, you do it.
He don't know.
How?
Because he ain't doing it.
But he know it.
No, he don't know it.
If he can tell you everything.
Some people just regurgitating what they heard somebody else say. We can all do that.
I don't know.
You can always just regurgitate what you done heard. But at some point, if you listen long enough, you're gonna hear something say, wait a minute, brother. That don't line up with what you said, or your actions not lining up. Hear what I said? I said, wait a minute, brother.
I heard you. But going back to when you said, if you know, you'll do it, right?
Right.
He know it.
No, he don't.
But if he can say everything and know.
He don't know.
So why do he can say everything?
If you just listening, it seems like he know. But if you start asking questions, that's when you figure out, this man don't know what he's talking about. It happen all the time. People come in, get their haircut, you be talking to them, and they may not know that you know a little bit about whatever it is they claim that they really doing.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as you listening, they spitting it out like they really doing it. Like they know what they talking about. And then when you say, oh, well, such and such, what about this, what about that? Or if you do this, you can do that, blah, 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 this and that. Then they get quiet. Well, I'm really not, it's more of my cousin's type thing. He really the one, so I don't know about it. But you just said that you was
into whatever.
Right. You see what I'm saying?
But you proved my point, though.
I ain't proving your point.
Yes,
If you know it, you're gonna do it.
So a lot of people really don't know.
All I'm saying is with the right
And the
mindset.
mindset-
What I'm saying is with the right mindset,
You saying you
you
gotta
can
have
change
a,
whatever situation that you in.
but what I'm saying is certain people, and I know their household was so messed up. The trauma is so bad. I don't think you realize people really got some messed up situations.
I'm with you. I totally understand all that.
And you talking about crawling from the bottom
Right.
mentally,
Right.
that's work.
Yeah, it's work, but it's possible is what all I'm saying.
I ain't saying it's not possible. It's like trying to get up every morning. You know you want to work out. And you got to fight sometimes to say, man, let me just go.
Right.
Some people put that times 1,000, some people's lives
Yeah.
on certain situations.
Yeah.
It ain't that easy.
Ain't nothing that easy.
Well,
I never said it'd be easy.
it's,
I just said it's possible.
some things is easy.
What's easy?
Certain things in life is pretty easy.
Okay. But what's easy, is it worth anything?
Yeah, it could be.
Like what?
Certain,
Most things with any value would take work
okay,
to get it.
certain people got the gift of gab. Some people can hustle. Some people just got natural talents, right?
Right. But even with the hustle, you still gotta apply it.
But certain people with the natural talents don't put that much work in.
Right.
Some people with the natural talents don't have some. Just it comes so easy. They get what they can get. Some people get a lot, but they could get even more.
Right. But if you line that person up that it come natural with somebody that put the work in, put the hard work in, that was hard, wasn't easy, they gonna surpass the one that with the natural talent.
Yeah, because not a lot of times the person with the natural talent don't probably want to do it anyway because it done came so easy. So you done work so hard to get where you at. What they probably could have done in 2 years. They looking at you like, okay, you done it. So that part, I believe that's all on the individual. You can't worry about what the next man doing anyway.
Right.
But for a person that's naturally got the gift of gab, can get into little situations and can make a little money real fast, they happy with that mentally.
Right.
But some people just got to work hard to get where they at. Some people got to work even harder to even make it out that mental struggle. I'm talking about the mind, not just physical.
Right.
I think the mind is weaker than your physical body. Can be.
Right. Yeah. I agree with that.
When a person is mentally gone, I don't think there's no waking up.
Right.
But if you just a little weak, the weakest part of your body, like can't walk for a minute, you can try to get up. But when that mind gone or whatever traumas you went through and that mental is going through that turmoil, you got to put in some extra work. And that mental is harder.
It's all work.
It's different levels though.
Yeah, everybody got a different level, but it's still all work. No, nothing just happened just because of happenstance.
So when a person talk good, then like they know what they talking about all the time.
Uh-huh.
So you saying mentally let me scratch that.
Scratch it out. Think about it now.
I'm thinking about
Think about it now.
because I'm thinking mentally. I'm trying to figure it out myself while I'm thinking about it. Are they psyching themselves out or trying to make themselves look like they know, or they just like to talk?
I think it's 50-50. Some people like to talk, and some people they really know what they're talking about.
I'm talking about the ones that I swear sound like they know, and when I listen, they can. To me, they know it on certain topics.
Right.
But they don't apply none of it. So do they just like to feel like they know the stuff?
Well, I guess it depends on what. Give me an example. I need to know, like, what are they talking about?
Cause I don't want to do that. Cause I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. That's why I'm trying to do it in code.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, it just depends. Some people they know a lot. They know a lot of facts. They know, statistics and all that other type of stuff. So when they speak, they know what they're talking about. But I guess it depends on what the subject is. Whatever they're talking about doesn't make a difference anyway.
It could make a difference in their life.
Some people retain onto a whole lot of information that really doesn't do anything for them.
I agree with you on that.
So I guess it all depends on what the topic is they're talking about, or what the subject matter is.
It could be some type of mental illness too.
Because there's some people that go on and on and on, about whatever, and I'm thinking to myself, well, what does that do for you, though?
Not a damn thing.
Right.
But life.
Right.
What you gonna do with your life?
Because some stuff, I mean, you could be talking about, I don't know, let me say, the habits of Bill Gates, or I don't know, Warren Buffett.
How much a person makes.
Right, whatever, you're talking about what all they doing or whatever, but you're not even in that same
category,
that same bracket to even worry about what it is the tactics that they're doing. You're not even there to even apply that. So why are you concerning yourself with that?
I heard people arguing over who make the most money.
Right. What get me is when they say, well, all such and such made they only made 53 million. Is that close to what you made? So that's all. That's it? You just gonna say only? They only made?
It's crazy.
You ain't even made that in your lifetime. You've been working 30 years. So how you gonna downplay whatever they did?
Like people speak on celebrities ain't never hung out with them.
Right.
Like, you don't know what these people do.
Right. So people crazy.
But at the end of the day, to me, worry about yourself.
Right.
First of all, focus on yourself.
Right.
Have you some quiet time for yourself.
Absolutely.
Get some fresh air. Get some sun. Eat some fruit. Eat some vegetables. Love yourself. Learn how to breathe.
Okay.
Meditate.
All right.
And then you'll be better off for others. Love yourself first, then you can give yourself to others. And I think that's how life should be.
So when the oxygen mask drop, you put it on yourself first?
Exactly. And when you God favorite like myself, when I hear that call in my ear, like, help this brother out, help this sister out, I just do it. No hesitation. Now, it's a few favorites out here. I'm just one of them. Not you, brother.
I am the favorite. I'm right here, and then you maybe down there. I can look down. Hello.
I thought they had all.
Hey, my son. Yeah, so put the work in.
That's
on
it.
yourself.
That's why I'm about to say, on yourself first.
Right.
I'm telling you, build yourself up first, mentally, physically. Then you give yourself to others. They got to be a balance.
Right.
When I mean by giving yourself to others, I don't mean giving.
Excuse me, brother. Who is this?
Man, dang, man.
Nobody.
Right. See?
Sorry.
What I was about to say, when you love yourself, take care of yourself first.
Right.
And when you're able to give yourself to others, you won't have to give too much time to a person. People don't realize when you work on yourself and you have this good energy, positive energy, when you come in contact with people, when you speak, or when you're around people, you don't have to give so much of your energy because they'll feel it. And it's crazy how it works.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
That's pretty insightful, son. That might be the most you just said. It made sense.
Now, I said a lot of stuff that made sense. Told you. I heard that in my ear. Thank you, Lord. And then I said, I had to say it. That's all.
That you heard?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm telling you. That peace of mind.
And I just heard the Lord say, this nigga go crazy.
I'm dead serious though, man. I'm telling you, when you work on yourself and your energy,
Right.
that peace.
I mean, it's automatic that things are gonna
And it's
change when you start
funny.
working on yourself.
Right. And then when you get around people and more like-minded people will come around, and if you don't gravitate to no BS
Right.
or nothing negative too much, it gonna come now. I ain't saying it's never gonna come around.
Right.
But you can always, if you do get caught up in something negative, you can fall back and say, hey, you understand you're not like no punk, but let me go the other way.
Right.
Because it ain't worth my time. Because if you get in a fight with anybody, you're going to have some type of repercussions after that.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be still a little amped up, which messing with your peace. You might have little scars, or you might get the one-hit quitter, and you still may have a little problem after that. Who knows?
Right.
But my thing is, anything that interfere with your peace, you no good for the others, because we need each other,
Right.
and that's what it's all about. So don't work too hard at your jobs.
Nope. Don't do it.
Get your inner peace.
Don't
love.
steal though.
No more.
Yeah, no more.
Work on yourself. Love yourself. Work-life balance. Don't be in too much debt. Love others.
Learn to breathe.
Learn to breathe. And we out.
Peace out.
With a blueprint.
We the what?
Blueprint.
Oh, okay. Just double checking.